What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. Alright, I should confess. So, I did this series about like two videos, if you could call that a series, me doing like Ubuntu stuff. Uh, it was great and all. I decided to switch off of it because I just didn't want Ubuntu on my machine anymore. And not because like I think it's bad or because there's some sort of security risk with it or anything like that. It was more just I'm an Arch guy. I just like Arch. I have accessibility to certain things that I like to use, and not being able to access that kind of stuff, it kind of sucks. So what did I do? So right now we're running a little bit of i3, and I'm back on top of Vanilla Arch. And yeah, feels pretty good, man. I have the absolute entirety of everything that I would ever want to have installed on here, and it's still under 1,000 packages, which is amazing. If you use GNOME or KDE, it's gonna go to like 1,200, 1,300 packages in there. I don't have to deal with that. RAM usage super low. Yeah, i3, it's great. I did do like a whole revamp to my i3 configuration. So if I could do Windows button E, it actually pulls up my config, um, so I can edit it. And then if I do, what is it? Window button K? Is that what it is? Window button, no, Alt K? Yeah, Alt K. Alt K, I'm working on this. This isn't complete. Um, I'll be working on this more tonight, but this is, all my keystrokes, and I'm gonna have all the keystrokes to everything, including like all the top 20 useful keystrokes for Qt browser. I'll put in there. But yeah, this is all the keystrokes. Most of them are pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. Actually, if we look directly into the config, I'm running Kitty. uh, we're opening up. This is my keybind for the keybinds list. Kitty, Qt browser. I'm actually going to be using Qt browser full time on this setup. I only really need the Firefox in one circumstance, and that's when I'm like uploading YouTube videos and all that, because it's just less messy, and it just goes smoother that way. So I'm going to do it like that. This machine, however, does not have Firefox on it, so yeah. Um, Thunar as my graphical file manager. As you can see, I'm running the Windows 10 Dark theme. Uh, yeah, variety. I got all the keystrokes. So like, you know, next wallpaper, blah blah blah. Let's get to a good one. That one's pretty cool. And then I can actually trash a wallpaper. Actually, let's find a wallpaper I don't want anymore. Like, what's a bad wallpaper here? I don't have a lot of bad wallpapers, to tell you the truth. Most of these are pretty. Oh, wait. This one. I don't want this one anymore. Uh, Windows button, Alt T, and that deletes it. So now it's completely gone. If I go back, it's not there. If I go forward, it's not there. So yeah, that's all the keystrokes for that stuff. I also have my kind of like my system readouts set up. So actually, let me get a better wallpaper so it's more easily seen. Oh yeah, that one's cool. We'll use this one. So let's say I need to know the time, Alt D, it brings it up. And as you can see, I actually got a few of them, different ones I can bring up. And yeah, I edited Dunst so it looks all nice, it's centered, it's got the little gap, everything looks pretty cool. I haven't decided whether or not I want to edit the width of the window, the notification window itself, because honestly don't need the whole bit of it. I could probably take a few pixels off each side. But we're gonna leave it only because I like the way that, like, for instance, the uptime looks. You know what I mean? Like, it looks cool, right? So there's that. I got bash tap on a screen keystroke. We got, obviously Ranger on a keystroke. Uh, yeah, and then so I am using Qt Browser now, and I have edited Qt Browser a little bit. Uh, yeah, so as you notice, there's no more scroll bar anymore. I got rid of the scroll bar. We don't have the status bar. The status bar only shows up like when I go into one of the modes, or if I like open up one of the menus, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. So like when you go to a page now, like let's go to this Wikipedia page or this wiki. As you see, when I scroll, there's no scroll bar. I love it. I think scroll bars are really fucking useless. They really are, because most people use the mouse wheel. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Feels kind of stupid to, yeah. Anyway, so that's the thing. I did also, whatchamacallit, actually put a decent amount of, keystrokes in here. Wait, which, okay, right here. I mean, not keystrokes, dang it, my brain is fried. Working too hard. I did get some of my bookmarks in here, but I have on another machine, I have a whole thing already set up with the bookmarks. And I'm pretty sure if we do on a little exploratory circumstance here, pretty sure I can just grab the one off my other machine and just copy and paste it into here. What is it? Bookmarks? Yeah, see right here, it's just plain text situation. So yeah, probably copy those over. I did notice too, they have this Grease Monkey folder, so I could put a bunch of scripts in there if I wanted. Like, I should probably look into that. That'll be fun. That'll be something to do. Um, yeah, and then like my PyCom config is pretty basic. The only thing this is the default config. The only thing I changed is right here. I turned this to 8. So like the fading animation's like pretty fast. And like when I bring up D menu, you can see it a little more. I have D menu on the bottom if you don't know where to look. I decided not to go with a full-on modern like app launcher because I just don't really need it. The only thing that I'm missing out by using D menu is not having the like visual icon representation of all the programs I have installed. So like in my normal setup, I press the Windows button and it brings up uh the application grid in GNOME, right? Well, like I just don't have access to something like that. And I don't want to put Rofi in and I don't want to put other stuff, so basically all I gotta do is pay attention to what I'm installing and make sure that I'm not like installing a ton of crap and you know, whatever. I like having the switch the wallpaper on keystroke. It's very nice, especially with this like super minimal setup. Like any sort of wallpaper just makes the whole thing feel different. Like, oh man, like this like AI thing. This one's sick, bro. And yeah, and then you do like the little notification for the stuff on the top. Oh, it's so good. So Kino. It's so Kino. It's amazing. So yeah. Um, I'm still a fan of Ubuntu, right? Because like you need some place for people to start, and Ubuntu's a pretty good place to start. I'd say Linux Mint is probably a more polished place. However, they try to lock you into like bad desktop environments. So like Cinnamon's really good, but the other ones that they offer, I think it's like Mate and like Budgie. Both of those are terrible. So yeah, that's the thing. Oh yeah, and I should chill this for when I finally get around to coming out. I got a wallpaper pack coming out soon. We got a few little wallpapers in here. I fixed Nomax so it actually works properly now. So we'll give it a little preview. I really like this one. That looks like metal. I like that. There's another one that looks like metal. Pretty cool. Some funky stuff. This one's very nice. This one's really fire. Yeah, make some freaky psychedelic stuff. I called this one Ripple Ubuntu. It's like the Ubuntu colors. That's definitely inspired by the good old Ubuntu. Yeah, we got some weird wallpapers. So yeah, that'll be a thing probably in a few weeks once I have like I don't know 30 or so wallpapers, and then I'll drop a link. What else? What else? i3. So I'll talk a little bit about my history with i3 just as like an end of the video wrapping up scenario. I've used i3 a lot. It was technically the first tiler that I used, but then it felt, I don't know, I was really stupid back then, so it felt like overcomplicated for me. So I didn't stick with it, and I moved over to BSPWM. And then I found out the thing that I hated about it is, so normally when you tile, it doesn't have this, right? You don't normally get that. It's like the BSPWM style, whatever. Like it splits itself in half and splits itself in half, so on and so forth. You don't normally get that. It's normally columns, and you can switch around, but I strictly use that layout because I used BSPWM for so long. And to be like completely honest with you, like I don't ever have more than like two things on a workspace. You know what I mean? And then I just switch workspaces. So. Yeah. So now that I know about the auto tiling, it feels good. Like it feels great. As you can see right here, execute underscore always auto tiling. The package is literally called auto tiling. You can find it in the AUR. You can find it in the Debian repos and Ubuntu repos. Yeah, it's pretty great. Oh, another thing I should talk about is my monitor layout. So like I actually have a not so common way of laying out my monitors. So my left monitor only has one workspace, and it's set to workspace 10. And basically what I do is I'll just switch it over if I need to move it into the next window, right? Like I'm kind of doing it now, but you can't see it because it's going on to the other monitor. And then, I can scroll through all my other workspaces on the right hand monitor and then just move the stuff that I want static over to the left hand monitor. So yeah, so that's how I have this set up. As you can see, workspace 1 through 9 on the right and then 10 on the left. Pretty cool. This right here, for window border pixel 0. So normally there's like a window title, like a window decoration in i3. That's how you get rid of that right there. It's pretty useful. I did delete some stuff out of this config too, like at the bottom, this is normally where the resize stuff is and the bar. I just completely got rid of all that. We rearranged this a little. I'm still not done with it. I'm gonna make it prettier. I just gotta think of like smarter things about doing this, and yeah. Yeah, pretty sweet. The config's looking pretty neat though. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty tidy. So yeah, that's I guess the end of my video. If you like it, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Post me on your Discord, post me on your Twitter, on Mastodon, wherever. I don't use those sites, but do it. That's really cool because I don't have the ability to do it myself, or at least I don't care to. um, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go enjoy some green. All right, later, buds.